What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I want to show you how you can make your very own homemade protein bars. The best part about these bars is that they're extremely easy. They only require 4 ingredients and they're absolutely delicious. Plus, they're much cheaper than what you could possibly find at the grocery store or maybe even your local supplement stores. As many of you might be aware, if you do buy protein bars at the grocery store or even a local supplement store, they can run you quite a bit of money. And not only that, but half the time they are filled with a lot of added sugars depending on which brands you buy. So that's kind of why I like being able to make your own. And if you do take this recipe and use it, I guarantee you won't be disappointed because it's only 4 ingredients and they all are much healthier half the time than what actually goes into the protein bars. Plus you're able to customize them to your preferences. So protein bars make a really great on-the-go snack. So if you are kind of in a rush or maybe you want to bring something to work with you, these make for a great option. So without further ado, let's just dive right into the recipe. So now I'm going to show you what you're going to need for your homemade protein bar recipe. Starting off with the dry ingredients. So what you're going to need is you're going to need actually 2 cups of oatmeal. I'll put everything up on the screen in terms of all the products that I'll use. But this is actually just Quaker oats from Costco. So 2 cups. If you want to use grams, it was 180 grams of oats. And then you're going to need protein powder. Once again, I'll put it up on the screen, the protein powder that I'm using. But this is just vanilla protein powder. Feel free to use your favorite if you want to use chocolate or whatever type of protein powder you want. I think I measured out about 144 grams. That was around 4 scoops of this vanilla protein powder. So that's going to be the oats and that's going to be the protein powder. Next, you're going to need some natural peanut butter. As you can see here, that's about 5 tablespoons and 75 grams of natural peanut butter. You have a couple different options. You have peanut butter and you also have almond butter. The reason why I decided to actually go with natural peanut butter is because it is a little bit healthier than peanut butter and it's not quite as expensive as almond butter, so I thought it would be a great choice to kind of keep these costs down but also make it a little bit healthier than if you were to use peanut butter. And then next you're going to need half a cup of almond milk. This was just the original almond milk. I think there's normally about 50 calories in 1 cup, so this is probably got about 25 calories in it. I will put up all the macros on the screen so you can see them, and I'll also put the individual, when I actually make the bars, I'll show you what the individual macros are for each bar. And then in terms of the stuff that you're going to need to make it is you're going to need a large mixing bowl. I just got this big blue one here. That's going to work fine for it. Then you're going to need a little bit of olive oil or a little bit of non-stick spray, whatever you prefer. This is just what I do prefer. And then you're also going to need about a pan about this size so you can actually place the batter or whatever you're making in the bowl into this pan to be able to refrigerate it. So yeah, that's going to do it for what you're going to need. Now let's move into actually making the recipe. Alright, so the first step of what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add the oats first. So I'm actually going to pour that right into the bowl. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to want to add our protein powder. So I'm just going to pour that on top of the oats. And then we're going to want to add our natural peanut butter. I'm actually going to have to grab a spoon for this. So we're just going to put that right on top of the oats. And then we're going to want to add our half a cup of almond milk just directly on top. And then all we're going to do is really mix that together with our hands until we get a decent texture. Alright, so I just finished mixing it, so just to give you guys an idea what it looks like, that's kind of what it looks like. But yeah, that actually turned out really good so far. And then all we're going to do now is we're just going to take that pan, our non-stick pan, and I'm just going to coat it with a little bit of olive spray, or olive oil. And then we're just going to place this directly in the pan to kind of cover the surface. Alright guys, so I just finished putting it in the pan. As you can see, I do have a little bit of space. I didn't have enough, but that's still fine. I wanted to have a decent thickness to them, and I also wanted to make sure that they were even. Yeah, so then after we're done that, what we're going to do is we're actually going to put them in the freezer for 30 minutes. You can put them in the fridge, but it will take longer. So I'm actually going to pop them in for the freezer for 30 minutes, and then I'll check in with you whenever they're done. Alright guys, so it's been about a half an hour. I actually stuck them in the fridge, probably put them in the fridge for about 20 minutes, and then I actually put them in the fridge for about 10. So that's kind of what they're looking like right there. So actually now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them up and serve them. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut them up into, I think I'm going to cut them up into probably 4 pieces is what I'm thinking. So I'm just going to do that right now, and I'll show you exactly what it will look like. So there you have it. I just cut them into 4, and that's what they're looking like right there. See if I can get a little bit more light on them. So yeah, they're actually looking really, really good. I'd probably give them another 5 or 10 minutes in the fridge, but that's basically the process of how you make them, and 4 simple ingredients, and trust me, I've tried them before and they're absolutely delicious. Alright, so there you have it. An easy to follow homemade protein bar recipe, and the best part about it is that you can customize the ingredients to actually suit your needs. Like I said, if you didn't want to use vanilla protein powder, you can use chocolate or whatever flavor you want. Another favorite that I really like to do is to melt some dark chocolate and put it on top and let it sit in the fridge. I find that this really takes the protein bars to the next level. I didn't obviously do it for this video, but it's something that I would highly recommend, and I will put the macros on the screen along with the ingredient list, so if you want to definitely give it a try, I would highly recommend it because it's absolutely delicious. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I do have a lot of great exciting content that's planned in the works that I'm looking forward to deliver to you guys. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also turn on the bell notifications. I want to make sure you guys get notified every time I drop a new video, which happens to be 3 times a week. It's every Sunday, every Wednesday, and every Friday. So you can look over videos then, but be sure to turn those bell notifications. And also give the video a like because I do appreciate all the support and the feedback. It definitely goes a long way. And I'll see everybody in the next one. Alright, peace out.